This reading is for Emerald, and let me just fix this really quick. She was wanting to know about her, the person she's with now, and then kind of what's going on with her person from the past, the lessons there. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask about her, kind of see where she's at personally. So the first card I'm gonna pull is for her. The second card I'm gonna pull is for her life as it stands right now. And the last one I'm gonna pull is where she's being guided to or what she needs to know most. So this is her, the Knight of Cups. So when you get this Knight energy, it's all like kind of young. It's like you're young and in love, you rush into things, any given moment, it's like, boom, go for it. It's also very dreamy. You gotta get back down to earth, okay? You can't sit there and daydream and fantasize. You'll miss what's right in front of your very eyes. So my message here would be, you know, don't react so quickly when it comes to love. And also, you know, your daydreams are great to have, and your fantasies are great to have, but you do have to come down to real planet Earth sometimes, okay? The energy that you hold right now, or your life as it stands, is the Four of Pentacles. So when you get the four, okay, four is all about structure, stability. You like what you have currently. You're afraid to lose it. And so with that fear, you're not really, you built up a wall. Nothing else can get in. So this is more when it comes to money and home type of feeling. So you're afraid to lose what you already have. So you're holding on to it deeply. It's time to just trust the universe. Understand that you're not going to lose it. They're not going to give it to you if you're going to lose it. If you do lose it, something better is going to happen. But this is making you a little bit bitter, holding on so tightly, okay? So loosen the grip a little bit, okay? This is where you're being guided to. It's the Seven of Cups. And let me tell you, you have a decision to make. That's what this means. In the traditional tarot, it's 7 cups, and they're all filled with something different. You can think of the 7 deadly sins. You got to pick your poison. Which one is it? What do you want? Once you take a drink, once you choose which cup you want, then you're going to get your blessing. But until then, you're going to just feel confused and overwhelmed. So it's time to sit down and see what your choice is, okay? This is going to be in regards to the past lover. So this is you. This is him. This is the energy between the two of you. And then this is what you need to know most. So this is death. This is you. Death to what's no longer serving you at your highest good. You know, what is it that's draining your energy right now? What is it that's preventing you? What are the thoughts that come in your head that make you feel exhausted? What's taking you out of yourself? I would say that when it comes to this, you're already past it. You're already over it. The roses are the cards of the symbol of new beginning. So I think it's time to let this one go, or at least that's what you're feeling. For him, the Two of Cups. So the way he sees you was his equal, his match. And that's the way you saw him too. You really thought that this was your other half. This is a really good card to be getting. But when it comes to that death card, whatever you're holding on to in regards to this, it needs to be let go of. Because it can be this, but still it might have killed you a little bit. This is the energy between the two of you. So you really, really aren't over him. You still manifest to be with him. And that's what that card tells me. He still lights a fire under you. You have to figure out what it was about him that is keeping you there, because you feel very strongly towards him still. And the last is where you're being guided to. So it's the Chariot upside down. So it's in reverse. this card typically means move onward, go quick with no break, to second wind type of energy, but nothing's happening for you with him. It's completely at a halt. And I think it goes back to that death card. Why? I mean, maybe it could be something, but you've got to work on what it was that killed you and really remove it, because you still hold a part of it with you. It still lives very deeply in your skin. It's not let go of. So I think you might be able to move forward, maybe with him or with letting it go. But until you work on that aspect of it, nothing's going to happen. The last one is for the person that you're with currently. So this is you. This is him. This is the energy between the two of you. And this is what you guys need to know most. So this is you. You feel trapped. It's the Eight of Swords. When you get the Eight of Swords, it's all about feeling really just trapped in the relationship, or just trapped and anxious. No, you don't see a way out. Just so you know, there's always a way out. You just have to follow your intuition. It does seem a little dangerous to leave the cage you're currently in, but I'm not saying that he's holding you in a cage. I'm saying more so the mental cage that you've held yourself in. It could be in regards to the relationship. It could be in regards to a lot of things. But it's all an illusion. So really what you have to do is look around, see that you're not trapped. You're fully capable of doing whatever it is you're wanting to do. And let your intuition guide you. This is for him. It's the Knight of Wands. So he's quite the ferocious cat. He has a lot of energy, a lot of passion, and he's not gonna, he loves hard, and it's almost like without thinking. It's so excited and enthusiastic, not really thinking of what could be best, maybe not making the best decisions when it comes to this. But his passion and his fire and his love is very strong. It's just, it might not always be the right thing. He moves quickly. It's without thinking, things like that. So this is the energy between the two of you. It's a Six of Cups. So this is the childlike love. This is when you're looking back on the past. Message here is, he makes you feel a bit like a child again. He makes you feel good. He reminds you of what you thought love would be. But also, don't look back on what you lost, because that's this. You just went through a big loss with this type of card, and sometimes you can let it hinder you. Stop looking back on the past and you'll be really good. But if you keep looking back on the past, it's not. And the last but not least, this is where you guys are being guided to. It's the Five of Swords. So this is mental conflict. This is arguments. This is feeling defeated in the relationship. What I can say for this is, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Relationships, they can understand, they feel it. If you're not completely in it, it is going to cause some anxiety. When you live with somebody, when you're with someone all the time, they pick up on what you're doing. So if there's a lot of arguments, things like that right now, it's probably because of that. And one thing that I can recommend when this comes up is, don't get in a sword fight. You're going to get hurt. So kind of back out, maybe take some time for yourselves and see what you really want, versus rushing into having to have an argument or discussion about the subject. I'm just going to pull one last card for what you need to know most. And it's the Queen of Wands. So whatever it is that you want, you can have it. She's the creator. She gets it. She's got that fire-like energy, but she paints her world. What you want your life to be like, it can be like. Just envision it. Just see it happening. Don't get too, angry and act without thinking. That is kind of a vibe of hers, but for the most part, she's beautiful. She knows how to create her life. I think that's what you really need to do. Sit down, think about what you want in your life, how you want it to look, how you want it to feel, how you want it to taste, and envision it. Write it down on paper, paint it, but make it happen because you are the creator. You have the power.